The Local Show, featuring conversations with business owners, employees, and local business leaders about their successes, challenges, and reasons for doing business. Right here in Central New York. The Local Show is locally produced by Zoe Advertising. Now your hosts, Tom and Steve.
Welcome back and welcome in. You found The Local Show right here with Tom and Steve on 570 WSYR. Steve has this ability to, attract people, everybody who's around him.
The law of attraction,
Tom. The law of attraction, sure. And one of the ways he wants to keep in touch with you is to have the Steve adulation line where you can call up and just compliment him because he really likes that.
So what regular listeners know, Tom, is I didn't want to do the show. I wanted you to do the show, and you dragged me in. And that's what happened 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And you said, okay, maybe the idea works, but I'm not doing it alone. And I quote. So I was trying to be behind the curtain, Tom.
No, you wanted me to do extra work. Is what you wanted.
That's fair. That's fair. So what Tom is referring to is our text line that you can reach out to us. Maybe you missed a guest or needed a name or had an idea about how Tom can stop losing hair.
Right.
The text number 216-0273. That's in the big area code, Tom, 315. So 216-0273. We'd love to hear from you. You don't have to compliment me. I really don't want to hear that Tom has a great voice again. I know, but we would love to hear from you.
Great. Well, there you go. The Steve adulation line here on The Local Show. Now we have a new guest to the show, and his name is Darryl Sanford II, or the second, however you want to say it. He's a speaker, a trainer, a coach at Perspective Mentoring. How are you?
I am doing excellent. Thanks for having me.
Well, it's nice to meet you. Obviously, you know some of the other team members here, and they dragged you in, probably kicking and screaming, I'm guessing. But Darryl, what is it that you do, and how long have you been doing it?
And where'd you come from? And what'd you do before? And all that kind of stuff.
All that fun stuff. I am a professional nudger, if people ask. And so I do speaking, coaching, and training, but really professional nudger rounds it out for me because I don't tell anybody what to do. I just help them get to where they're trying to go. And so been doing it since 2018 full time, part of the John Maxwell team, Maxwell Leadership. And just love what I do. From Pulaski originally, live in Clay right now. But
So. You were from Pulaski originally?
Yeah.
Did you fish?
People actually live up there?
No. We just make fun of the fishermen because they're crazy.
Careful, you're looking at one.
I know.
Yes. So what did you do before you met Maxwell?
Well, I've been following John for about 27 years at this point, and before that, I had a much longer career in the IT industry, and went through some just different changes and went into into energy, and that brought me back to John. And it's been an interesting weave of how I got here, but my passion has always been helping people. And
as an IT person, no offense, let's talk stereotypes.
Sure.
What? IT people and liking people.
Yeah.
Where just saying, because they're not known for their social skills.
He probably had to sell something at one point and needed the help from
wondering because
the thing is I was very successful in IT because I spoke human.
Yeah, right. That's important.
And so it put me in a little bit different situation. I may not have all the answers as some of the IT guys did, but I could at least explain to the customer what we were doing, and that was gold. So
excellent. Tell people who John Maxwell is too, so they have perspective on this.
Yeah, John Maxwell is a leadership guru, and I don't say it just for me, but Fortune Inc., all those folks have talked about John. He's written over 92 books, 21 irrefutable laws of leadership we were talking about earlier.
My favorite book.
That is what brought him to fame, and since that time he has just been around the world teaching leadership, personal development, personal growth.
So he would be in the same camp as like Brian Tracy and all those people, or
I would.
But not
Tony Robbins.
To me, that's what people think. That's like Hypeville. Like, you can do it.
Yeah.
Do what? Just for my flavor. Okay. Those are the the guys on the internet. You go and here's the successful guy with the pretty girl around his shoulder, and there's a jet behind him. He's like, "Follow me," and to me, that's just Barbra Streisand. I don't like it. I don't. Maxwell to me is more like, "Hey, you know what? We all are afraid, and let's talk about how we can push past that in a very Papa kind of way."
Yeah, very Papa. I mean, we call him Papa John, right?
Do you really?
So, yeah, we absolutely
No
do.
kidding.
Yeah. So and the thing is John will say that he's not an inspirational speaker; he's an inspirational teacher, right? He's just got a heart of gold where he's just trying to help and add value to as many people as possible. One of our tenets is we are people of value that value people and add value to those people.
That sounds like something Kamala would say. Hold on, you didn't say that again. That sounded like the passage of time.
No.
Okay, so let's say that again.
No.
You lost me on the curve there.
Okay.
So say that one time.
We are people of value, right?
Okay, so that's a fact. We are people of value. Got it.
And we value people,
Yes.
right? And we add value to them.
Okay. Second time around.
Yeah,
That
a
actually
little
makes
slower.
sense.
Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's okay. I'm a little slow. Tom will tell you.
So what you do is you embody those principles from him, and then you go off and do your own thing.
Correct.
As an adjunct or an offshoot.
Correct. Yeah, I'm certified through Maxwell Leadership, but I have my own business, and
So you're not specifically teaching sales techniques.
Oh, no.
No, it's not about that.
No,
it's about personal development.
it's personal. It's communication, leadership, and the professional side. But I believe that to be a good leader, you have to learn how to grow personally anyway, because you have to understand those principles in order to help somebody else grow.
Gotcha.
Right. So a lot of the groundwork or the prep work or the certification, and I don't know anything about the certification, is looking inside you.
Yeah, of course.
Is that fair?
Yes, that's fair.
So then you go, okay, this is, not everybody's made the same, but this is how I navigate life, business. Are your customers businesses mostly?
Mostly businesses, but a lot of individual entrepreneurs as well. I work with credit unions, I work with insurance companies, and then individual owners. Depending on where people are at, what they're trying to accomplish is where I come alongside them.
But the whole coaching thing sometimes seems like, oh, I'm a coach. Sorry, hey, I've got a coach.
Sure.
Oh, great. I've got a ganglion. So what? I don't know. So can you get past it? Because it seems like it's consultant space, and consultants always made me nervous. Not about you, Tom. Yeah. Somebody comes in and tells me that I'm doing it all wrong.
Yeah, well, anytime I got fired in radio, it was from a consultant. So there you go.
Understood. Yeah. So there's a special place in their heart for you. For them. So the thing with a coach is a coach helps you. If you go back to the earliest meaning of coach, means to take you from where you are to where you want to be. I don't come in and tell you what you need to do as a coach, right? In the coaching piece. What I do is I come in and I help you identify and clarify what you're trying to accomplish, what's your purpose, what's your goals. I'll give you some resources, I'll give you some tools, I'll give you some perspective. Then I'll walk alongside you as you grow into that organization or that person that you need to be in order to accomplish the goal.
Do you kick their butt?
If need be, if that's what they want, right? It's not my place to tell you what you want. My place is to help you get where you're trying to go. And we use different kind of tools to do that. Right. So coaching is really about asking having a key conversation with you on a regular basis to help you stay on track for what you've already identified and clarified as your purpose.
And maybe being more honest than someone's ever been. Is that fair?
If you can't, you mean from my perspective?
From both sides. Because if someone doesn't, if they're like, they may not be very transparent,
right?
Then you really can't move the needle with them.
Right, exactly. This is something I say all the time. I can't push a rope.
Okay.
Right. So you either want this or you don't want this. I'm good either way.
Okay. Tell you what, let's take a quick break because we can't stop the clock.
Fair enough.
And we'll come back and talk with Darryl Sanford II, speaker, trainer, coach at Perspective Mentoring, right here on the local show on 570 WSYR.